One of the biggest barriers in sales is actually ourselves. It's our own beliefs, it's our own hang-ups on things that we worry about. But the truth is, the whole essence of sales is that we have something that we want to offer. But if we've done our business strategy correct and we have something which will genuinely help different people, essentially with sales, what we're looking to do is share options that people can choose to buy or not buy, which will genuinely help them solve a pain point or an issue that they have. Because of that, and if we genuinely believe that process, we are actually looking to help people. And people can always say no. We've said all the way through that never be afraid of no. But actually understanding and cracking some of your own limiting beliefs and things that sometimes people feel is a major hurdle to getting better at sales. So one common assumption is that I'm not a natural salesperson. A lot of people actually feel like this. But the truth is, sales, like almost any skill, is something that you can learn and you can get better at. Often people that are very elaborate and they love to speak and they love to be the center of attention, people often associate that with being a salesperson that is an extrovert in the network and they love to go and shake hands and speak to lots of people. But hopefully one of the things that I've tried to explain over the last few modules is actually the best salespeople do not do that. They actually sit and they listen, they understand, and based on what the customer says, they then respond with empathy and understanding about what the client actually needs. The point being that you can learn the skills to become much better at sales, but actually often introverts can make fantastic salespeople because they don't just dominate the conversation and want to broadcast everything about the product and why people should buy it. So actually people from all different backgrounds can learn the skills, but actually have the personality types which can do very well in sales. This is also true that if only a tiny part of your job actually involves selling, that's okay. You don't have to change your personality. Just remember the tools, tips, and the things that we've talked about, which will actually help you when you have client conversations to help get more people interested in the product, to understand what features are important to them, and then hopefully eventually to play back to them why you believe that your service or offer is the best. Next, when people actually ask, will referrals annoy people, or actually do I have enough time for completing sales? When people say that they don't have enough time to do their sales activity, all this does is say to the manager or the boss that you don't prioritize time with sales and you essentially don't think that sales is important. Without sales, you probably don't have a job, you don't have anything to work on, and the product won't exist because nobody's buying it. The importance to spend time and allocate proper, good, solid time towards your sales actions is often the last thing that people want to do, but it's also the most important. But if you ever say to your boss that you just don't have enough time for sales, it just shows that you have different priorities, you're spending time in other areas, but actually arguably the most important part of your job you're maybe neglecting. It's something that we all deal with, and dealing with time again is a big thing. But also if we can get better at sales qualifying, if you currently lose a lot of wasted time dealing with people that don't actually want to buy your product, are there ways that we can discount people quicker to basically free up your time? Or if we can shorten the sales cycle, actually free up months and months of your time over the course of a year to be able to handle more customers and actually get through a better, more successful sales pipeline. The next, some people believe that if they follow up with a customer that they're a nuisance. In sales, and you will know this yourself, what we're looking to do is address people's pain points and solve issues that they actually genuinely have. We also know that most of us have really busy lives. It could be that on your first sales approach, the person saw it, they wanted to get back to you, they're just really busy, something else took over. You're actually doing them a disservice if you don't follow up. You can be very polite in your follow-ups, you don't need to be pushy, and everybody hates an automated chatbot message that they don't believe is from even a real person. But actually, if you genuinely believe that your product can help people and help solve the issues that they're dealing with, you're actually helping them solve their issues. Some people also feel that they're not smart enough to deal with CEOs. Never forget that CEOs are real people. They're people just like you and me, and they have a job and they have issues and they have worries, but also they're often really, really busy. The job of a CEO is actually just to solve issues and help drive their company forward. So again, if you have something which can genuinely help that person move forward, following up and talking to CEOs is a great way to get feedback on your product. But actually, if you can identify and speak about the pain point which you solve, what they'll probably do is just forward you on to someone else. But the point is, you should never be afraid to approach them because they're just normal people. But actually, if you can clearly and succinctly talk about what you offer and why it's good and why it can help, actually the CEO is the perfect person to talk to really help both you get the sale, but actually to help make the improvement in their business as well. So hopefully I've tried to cover some of the topics that people often see as limiting beliefs that can hold them back. I believe that anyone from any background can really learn to sell and become a very good salesperson. It does help that the more you understand about the process and the tools and the techniques and things that you can use, it will help and make your life easier because you can just follow the roadmap for sales. You can follow the process that we set out in the book to do your prospecting, to reach out, to say hello, then to have meetings with different people. And actually that alone as a process will actually hopefully really massively help you improve sales within your organization. Combine this too with good marketing and an excellent business strategy, and hopefully we can make a real impact quickly. My name's Steve. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm always here to help and always happy to discuss things on the live classroom sessions as well.